helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Hey.
Right to the air. Here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, what you're looking for, so who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys that have extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
Murray to Moore, first down, Arizona.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protecting himself as best he could while completing the play.
On first and 10, here's Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Second and 4. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Alex Highsmith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 13. They'll start on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A Steeler first first down on the pickup of 11 yards. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play fake. Here's Pickett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers at 11-2 now. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On 2nd and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Pickett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they wrote him to the victory.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in a victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. There's Murray. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. Okay, and they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift.
You ain't doing nothing right.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Returning it is Moore. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Battle.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. The 45 before he's brought down. Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's one. Buzz.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get into your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did get into him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Shotgun now for Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. First Steeler touchdown. For the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
Bucs driving at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Murray's throw complete to McBride. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like babies, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Hey, hold on.
To throw is Murray. He's going to flip it out here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards.
Let's
flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're putting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Murray. And for the 3rd time here, the snap is intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops. And now
they get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Now Pickett. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Ready, ready. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
On second down, Swift. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Pick it now from the gun here. This is caught. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Murray. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now Austin. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You do play on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game. Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off play action, Pickett. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play,
go
I'm
now.
always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic in that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Buffalo 80. Buffalo 18.
Throwing again on second and 10. Pickett, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know looking ahead. When they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Murray going to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now this is Battle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense to him. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, keep dancing.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Chris Barnes. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a third and 5. Pickett will look to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal line.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there. Right from the start, we've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use a boxing analogy.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series. And then you can make adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, you think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackle and held it to a good gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Murray now. He's got the connection to Moore. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. It's complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. There's Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half line hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get it here in the passing game.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down. Now Murray off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down. Battle. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go!
Now on first down. And that's caught left side by the tight end King. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way down to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage.
There we go.
Nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Pickett. They'll try and set up the screen. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll try and run here. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive. Third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Back to 60, back to 60.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashard Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Hadn't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces third and
18
long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 30 on second down. Murray, quick slant, caught by Newell. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out the flat.
And so many times we hear offensive coordinators talk about in your progression, you're throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll left side of the swing pass. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him on the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep beating the horse. And I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you expect him to have more completion. Two in this game.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Murray now to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Cameron Hayward, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will close the gap down to 14.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Let's go
The
now.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? If they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up a gap. You're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays, your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
Johnson's got it complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
George Pickens.
32 yards.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point up and through. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but surely some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things down.
In this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 38, Murray. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith, his second sack of the night.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot.
Big ass open, big ass open.
He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. First year touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Murray fighting, lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Ended up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Up to the 34, out of bounds there. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Now Murray. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Omaha.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he can end it and make plays for them in the game.
They said they believe in it. That's being tested right here. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Running game working. That's striking on first down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Go.
Up the middle they go. Battle. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And granted, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Reload!
Here's a give up the middle. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And they will take a knee here. backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
What is it?
Let's go.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You